shot, you know. Got to get out and talk, you know. If you're at the wrong spot, you know. You better left off the scene before your man get kicked in. All them a shot, you know. Fuck one hot, you know. Come home from work, feel tired like a bum. Left your woman on your yard to make you feel welcome. You push the bedroom door on the bed because you on the sheet move and you start a condom. Your mind start race and your body get numb. You want to say something but for the first time you dumb. You don't know if you run or if you drop you. Can't believe I'm next man a big movie deep dumb. One man not enough. No matter how them a chat, you know. Got to get out and talk, you know. If you're at the wrong spot, you know. You better live off the scene before your man get kicked in. All them a chat, you know.
Music is life. I'm here with a superstar from 1992 until this time and still going strong. We're talking about Christopher Palmer, or the world knows him as Mr. Lex. Guess what? From Make Some Money, his first hit, to You Have to Can Cook, to Star Attack, to what? It's after.
Hey, I'm Christopher Palmer, most popularly known as Mr. Lex, and I recorded my first song in 1992. But as y'all know, I got my first hit song in 1999, which is Gonna Make Some Money. You know that I'm with it. Then y'all leave you damn right I did it. After that, like the hits them just keep coming, you know. Catch a girl in a day up. What you want to take Mr.
No.
I'm working style where I'm calling it full on job. Let me say this name again.
Full on
job. I can cook. You get it every day. Walk up in a baby that I cute, girl. Take me down, old man again, girl. Every time you come with me, I pray. Bounce again. Yo, I could do this all night.
Yeah, I know you
like a whole bunch of hits.
So let me get into the meat of the matter.
Yeah.
Artists of your caliber has been around since 1992. And I know you've done the work, you've put in the hit songs and so on. What keep you going after all these years at the top? Because you're always trending, you're always on stage, you're always touring. What keeps Mr. Lex going?
To answer that bluntly, I would say the fans.
Wow.
Because they do not give the support, you know, I'm gonna wait, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just downloaded my Spotify status from the year start, and I was surprised I don't even know why I was surprised, but I was surprised. I get 2.3 million streams, and I'm like, wow, because in 1999 I'm about now. This is 2020, this is like 20 years after. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to get 2 million streams in them time as an artist who's been here for like forever, you know, I really do appreciate that. So I have to say the fans, you know, because the girl them still come out to see me, view them still buy me CD, you know what I'm saying, and producers still come to record, promoters still come to perform, so you know, it's just the fans, they keep looking forward for more music, and I guess and this is what I love, this is what I do, I don't know if I do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't think so, I'm gonna let the world know what you do else. Ladies and gentlemen, he's also a supermodel, because he's also fashioning, trending garments and outfits. So for those who don't know, Mr. Lex is there into fashion. Tell us about that.
I don't even know why people consider me to be a fashion icon.
You are.
Someone just put on I don't plan nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The only time I plan when I dress, when I go wear, is like when I have a performance. I remember I made a performance and I'm like, yo, you don't know, because we're artists, so you know, you gotta stand out at the end of the night. You know what I said? But you know, fell down my day in the street, like even though I'm just
throw some clothes on.
Yeah, and then just happens too much. And just happens too much, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they don't just happen to match, ladies and gentlemen. He has an eye for fashion. When he goes out shopping, if you look at his shoes, this kind of camera on his shoe. This is no ordinary pair of shoes. So you have to have an eye for fashion when you go out. And that's how the superstar role every single time I see him. Mr. Lex.
Yes, sir.
Your brand new EP coming out. I know a lot of people has been waiting.
Actually, the EP was released a couple of months ago. It's going really good, and it was one of the things that boosts the streaming. Because like my situation is kind of different. I know when Tommy Dust Boss knows Lexus,
right?
And then after a couple of years, the Lexus company come in and was like, hey, you gotta change your name, and so you have to change the name. So a lot of songs come out underneath Lexus. And so when my page was created on Spotify, one was named Lexus.
Okay.
But then after that now, I changed my name to Mr. Lex, so now I have a Mr. Lex Spotify page. So now I have 2 Spotify pages.
Wow.
On the Mr. Lex page, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'm trying to get, right now I'm trying to get Spotify to put 2 pages into one. I'm in the process of that. But which, by the way, let me just put this out there. All my social media handles are The Real Mr. Lex. That's TheRealMrLexX. The Real Mr. Lex. So whether it be Facebook, whether it be Snapchat, YouTube, all my social media handles are The Real Mr. Lex.
That's fantastic. But I remember when that came out, because of you, Lexus vehicle was being bought left, right, and center. I had a friend who actually bought a Lexus car because of you. So what Lexus Incorporated should have done, they should use you and pay you as a spokesperson for Lexus because you let them make money.
Yeah, you know, maybe if I had a smarter team around me at the time.
Probably,
they probably would have pursued that. But, you know, at the time I really got scared because I was like, yo, and when I look at this mechanic stand up in front of them big company with money when it comes to court thing and things. So I was like, yo, you know what, let me just change my name and just learn all argument and thing. But as for the EP though, the EP name Touchdown, 7 songs left on it. And what I did was I used 7 young artists on it. And my reason for that is because I remember being in the business and seeing a whole heap of big artists under them project. And you know, I dream like, yo, John, I wish would have dip on the project there. You know what I'm saying? And even up to, I still grow with that in me. Cause even up to the other day when time Third Road dropped them project. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I wish we did dip on that project there. You know what I'm saying? Like even one of the songs them. So I decided, I was like, you know what? There's like a whole generation of artists up there who look up to me. And the children of us said feel to really hear that story. You know what I'm saying? And so them are one of the reasons I keep it too, because like now they see one of them and they just by them telling me how much we inspire them.
Motivate you,
yeah.
You
know what I said? So what I did was I was like, if you could give someone a moment that they're gonna cherish for the rest of their life, that's better than even giving them money, you know what I say? And due to all them artists that look up to me, I was like, you know what? I know them and I really appreciate the fact to, you know, they're on a major artist project. And so we just call them up and I say, yo, come do this. And it just worked out. The 7 songs that go, if you listen Touchdown, it's on every platform for streaming available. You could, you know, iTunes, Deezer, Amazon Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, everywhere. Just search Mr. Lex Touchdown and, you know, 7 great songs. The reason though why you don't hear all of that big uproar about, you know, artists in the mic caliber and our projects is because our industry have this dirty attitude for designating artists after them do a number of years in the industry as old artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of messed up. Like, when I really see in other genre we do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know, the DJ them, you know, sometimes when time our project them companies is like, yo, yeah man, let's just them all that song. Here, go on to the new, which no problem with new music, no problem, but you know what I'm saying? Like
it's stigmatized as an old artist.
Yeah, and so that's one of the reasons why we don't really have a lot of longevity music as opposed to when in the 90s, because like the DJ them do them homework. So when you go on one party them time, you hear some songs from in the 70s, if I even 2 or 3, you hear some from in the 60s, then you hear 80s. You understand what I say? Now, when time the DJ them play throwback music, them stop at 2000.
You know, I go do stuff.
You know what I say? When was the last time you hear a Sanchez? Alright, Dennis Brown in my party.
Yeah, but I can tell you this though.
Frankie Paul song, you know what I'm saying?
But I can tell you this. One of my, and I'm not an old timer, I'm a 250s man, even though I'm 63 years old. But guess what? I prefer the artists of the genre of when, say, Alexa started out. These are priceless, timeless music.
You know, my personal view to that is, I think 90s any music was the era, whether it was 90s soca, whether it was 90s hip hop. Them soca
it was like an explosion at that time. Yeah.
Yo, them so kind of stuff. But now when we listen about the hip hop them from them time, that you know, you understand what I say? So it's like 90s era was one of the best era for all genre music to me.
Well, let's fast forward to 2020. Let's get to March 11, 2020, when this unknown pandemic, I know it messed up a lot of things for you because I'd seen you on a number of shows, a number of tours was set up for you all over the world, and finally Lexus was going to start making billions of dollars, which is so well deserved. And then boom, what happened? How you feel?
Yeah, like, yo, it's a pandemic, so we're not on a choice but to just hope that this go away as soon as possible. Like, who's me even for not, who's gonna go make millions in the 2020 and not have a pandemic? Like, that happened, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Lex, to be honest with you, I think the industry now is open to making even more money and less expense because virtual is what is happening right now. And your fans out there, and you can actually do your own thing, get your own PayPal going, and do your own virtual with less expense, no airfare, no hotel, no entourage, no nothing. What are your thoughts? Millions of dollars out there.
You have to adjust to situations, and I totally understand that. But there's no feeling like when you're on the stage and 5,000 people on screen. Like, there's no other feel like it doesn't matter how much money I get. It's that feeling. It's that feeling when the MC says, "Mr. Lex," and the crowd erupt. It's that feeling when you walk on and the love wake. It's that feeling, you know what I'm saying? It's that feeling when you finish perform and you know people are rush backstage for autograph. You understand what I say? It's that feeling, you know what I'm saying? When like me as a performer, because that's my favorite part of my job, performing. And me as a performer, like there's no greater joy to me that when we done perform, the whole crowd enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's that feeling that so we ended up on the live stream thing. It's not really the same, but we just know so we have to work and we gotta make it look good and we gotta do our best.
Exactly.
But it's not the same feeling, man.
I know it's not because an artist of the caliber of Mr. Lex, you know, remember he's a girls' man artist that bring out the women. And it's just like Teddy Prendergast and Luther Vandross and all those great women would come there, want you to sign an autograph on their titty. They want you to throw their bra, a panty here, the hotel key, and all that. Oh, you keep groupies out of your room. I really want to ask you that. How you balance yourself here on tour and every woman want a piece of Mr. Lex? How do you deal with that?
At first, when we just bust, like, you know, 99, 2000, 2001, you know, during the first couple of years, that was the ish. Like, you know, go back a little to that group. But eventually, we grow older and we get more experience and, you know, realize, like, you know, it's not really much no more. Like, it's not really much of that. So now that I'm a lot more older right now and a lot more experienced, it really doesn't. I really don't care. I just, you know, pay me, I'm gonna sing my song, so I can go back on my yard.
Right.
I love Jamaica, no matter how I'm there. No matter how I'm there in the world, after 3 weeks, I get homesick. It don't matter how much fun I have, it no matter how much money I make. From 3 weeks past, I just start and sing.
Yeah, welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you're watching Bangology television and radio.
Bangology!
And music is life. A beautiful program, and it's a mature program even for the youngsters a lot. So I want you to tell your friend and tell a friend to tune in, and especially this interview with Big Stone and Mr. Lex. It's gonna be the bomb. Your EP 2020, talk to me. What's the name of it?
Touchdown.
Yeah.
So
give me one of the track right away. Give me one of the sweet track them so we can rock to.
One of them do it with a girl named Robin with the name Lock It Down. It goes. Come and tell you about you to run the place like him a Caesar. Since you wanna act like on the dumber of amnesia, in a time you know the beat, the man them bump to them a feature. Who did have the city type of flow them and them beat ya. Yo, when we bust my cooler than a margarita, and them couldn't catch me even if they race 100 meter. Never have no Instagram, no Facebook, no Twitter, but my lyrics them so bad, bite ya after that mosquito. When they were in want a superstar and Mrs. Sita, a different type of breed. It's like a plant mixed with cheetah. Every mama Sita said they're not gonna find a youth elite. All the me a 46 and still a kill them beat ya. From 99 to realize that shine. Everybody knows the way that he down. Swag that biggie make the girl them wine. Yeah, everybody knows the way that he down. I could have sting some for sign it can start time. Everybody knows the way that he down. Lucky down. Everybody, hold up. born with my talent, real me never bite. No, them can't stop my flow, but them try it. And my friend, them now have brain, them fright. So the next back push up, they make man have to fly. Girl, I say she love half it, he want tight. Put it in her mouth and make me whole life bright. From Sigurd, you know we have a bite. As the years he's up.
But yo, so we can't stop. Yo, Mr. Lex, watch it, you know. The whole boy, you know, we kill that tune bad.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
Bad tune, yo, check out the EP still, it's bad. With a YouTube, anyone there, just search Mr. Lex Touchdown and give me some streams and views. You see it?
Is it on all digital platforms if you want to download it for sales?
Yeah, man, every platform. Deezer, Amazon Music, Apple Music. Yo, you just search it on any platform, man. Spotify, SoundCloud, Erway. It's Erway.
Alright. Without calling anybody name, because you know, Big Stone, we're not into that, but we're talking about the genre of dancehall. It has come a long way. A lot of money has been made, a lot of new stars have been out there. But as a vlogger and as a personal Jamaican, this affects me about the music. I remember in the 90s, the music was all fun and jolly and nice and so on. But in 2000s, in the 20s and so on, the music took a violent turn where man hit for bus, gunshot for fly, 2 man skull, drive-by shooting, and everything that particular music says, these youngsters are actually displaying that. Recently, you know what really touches the core of my heart? A mother had to identify her 36-year-old son. And when she saw him, you know what she did to him next? She kicked him in dead body, lying on the ground. You see the star? She said, "Oh, long me I want if you left the gun thing, and you know why you hear me?" And she ended up kicking him his dead body. What are your thoughts on that?
I hate the fact that society always use dancehall music for this scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just put that out there.
Yeah.
One, at the turn of every 10 years, the generation changes.
Right.
Every generation knows what they want to hear. As a matter of fact, every generation, they listen to things different.
Mm-hmm.
That the slang them change. Them wear them clothes different.
Mm-hmm.
Them go about things on a different basis. Every generation. So like what one basically say is every 10 years it changes. I'm not gonna say that dancehall music doesn't have a violent part, because listen, you have people out there who wants to hear that. It takes all kinds to make this world. I'm not defending anything. I'm just saying that if nobody never want to hear that, people couldn't get popular off a gun tune. People couldn't get rich off a gun tune. So clearly somebody loved that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say that is why the youths them do the things them today. It's a whole different other thing. There's a whole you have parents where now have no control over them kids in the house.
Mm-hmm.
In the house. They not run them house properly and then leave it to people to, we out there to be role models for we to control them. No, control the people from in the yard.
Yeah, but
understand what I say?
Yeah, but Mr. Lex, I have to say this real quickly, right?
Yeah.
We know the status of an artist. The pulling power, that's why I say
but it's unfair. But it is unfair.
I understand, but
it is unfair because when it is unfair to us, the artists, when you have video games
doing
that, when you have cable TV showing all kind of things, doing that to them, now stop that. It's unfair when you have other genre, even soca put out a bag of things and
suggestive sometimes it's wrong.
And nobody really business about that, but everybody just say, yo, dance all this and that. And in defense of my industry, I would think we are still. I'm not gonna say gun songs no contribute because you them listen to it. What I am saying is though a lot of things contribute to this the whole crime thing. The main fact is that nothing now go on. And what ruined the whole situation is that everybody will get up to the top, they believe in it, they make my friend eat a food thing.
Yeah.
So when them get a hold and them get a strong hold, I just them friend. Even though the person over here can do the job properly, the person now get the job because my friend over here so I'm a link it. So I let me boss it on the link. You know what I mean? So and that kind of cripple thing. That kind of cripple thing. I can tell to the artists them, the young artists them and the artists them sing gun songs. We can plead to them as much as we can, say yo, sing good song, sing good song. And another thing, Big Stone, where you know from our industry, if the people, the audience want to hear about Fridge, it make no sense we walk on stage and sing about TV,
Yeah,
a buckle like a reach,
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And them something.
Have to give them what they want.
Yeah, it's not like I forget them what they want. It's just like sometimes people just want to hear different things, and it depends on the situation and the time. Now, what I can say is I hope that the next time the music turn, it changes for the better, because things are gonna change. We have to change for either the worse or change for the better. So we have to hope that when the music change again, it change for the better. All right now, it's not really doing well internationally like we used to it in our time when you understand what I said, but and that for one, because the them kind of change or the dynamics are dancehall. Dancehall are usually drum and bass.
Right.
And, they've gone to the pingy thing.
Yeah.
And I try to be like the foreigner when the foreigner have their own music and I really want to hear that. So, but yeah, if the song bad, they will listen to it, but yeah, that's it, and that's it done.
Let me ask you a question. What is trap dancehall?
I don't know.
But you hear you talking about this trap music. I don't have a clue.
Yeah, I hear them talk about it.
I have a clue, really.
And I'm not the youth them thing. And I'm not them thing. And them I get rich off it, and them I get famous off it. But at the same time, I think the youth them need to listen to we who has been there and has
that's what I was saying.
Or other things, so we can share our experience with them. You know what I say? And so them can learn, so we can. That's the only way the thing can grow. You know what I say? And a lot of time, and Jamaica told them love too much foolishness to one time, because like for me, for example, I put out a project the other day, and I spent so much money on the whole project and promotion and all of that, and 7 real songs and all of that, and it's like if I fight the people and listen to it. But then here comes a little mother man sing Nico.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, really? Like, wow, really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just like, but I guess, like, if you love it, you have to just continue to do it and just do what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you're in tune to Bangology Television and Radio. I'm here with the legendary, the iconic Christopher Palmer, aka Mr. Lex. A big tune has been surfacing, viral as it says. Pesheng Weng, is that the correct pronunciation? I know it was Lexus.
Pesheng Weng.
Pesheng Weng. I know it was you who posted that viral video, but is there a mix-up or misunderstanding? What's going on with that?
Oh, no. We'll post the video, but in the video, I said, my son, tell the world, your boss say done. And he go, Pesheng Weng, and within hours the video went viral, so everybody thought, it kind of looked like me still. You kind of but everybody started thinking I'm a son, but it's not my son though. Musically, I'm a son because we are sending my road still, but I'm a son, man.
But just to see how just sitting around, probably not doing anything much, and a thought can come to mind, and the next thing you know, the world jump on it, and it's a viral thing. Because they're saying now, Pesheng Weng is not just the sound of a gun, it's a particular gun. Explain a Pesheng Weng. That's the sound.
That's punk kind of reasoning, that man. Him name Zintos still. You kind of look him up, a bad artist. Bad artist, him name Zintos. But the slang name Pesheng Weng. I know him name Pesheng Weng. The song name. So, we recorded the song and sent it out now, and it is a song now. And so it might do well, and it's just a drive, say, we can help another youth eat food, is what I'm saying?
But that's your nature though, Lexus. I know you for many years, man. As a matter of fact, when in my earlier days of actually doing talent show, I used to ask Mr. Lexus, to stop by and give us an honor. He would readily jump on and say anything for you, Big Stone. So I'm kind of happy to be able to be doing this at the end of the year for 2020. This is a massive interview because he's so busy taking care of a whole lot of other things. 2020, you want it done quick and fast, and what plans you have for 2021? Kind of area, we lose too much icon, brother. Right now we lose the son of Marcus Garvey, the first one. Yeah. Marcus Garvey Jr. died yesterday. He was 90 years old, so there's only one son left with Marcus Garvey, and that's Dr. Julius Garvey. So our condolences goes out to the family, the Garvey family. I had the opportunity to meet Dr. Julius Garvey and so on. Remember that? Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? The ending of this year into 21.
Yo, man, I just want to tell everybody, so let's just work together and we get this pandemic thing over, because the sooner we get it over with, the better. I have no expectation because, like, at the beginning of this year, it was like, yay, 2020, my year, and then here comes the pandemic. It's like, well, everybody put a stop and stuff like that. So I have no expectation. I just want to be alive. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that I'm alive. You know what I'm saying?
We want to shout out to in leaving. We want to give you a big thank you to.
I want to shout out my mom. Shout out to everybody who support me long time still. You don't know, it's been a minute, and I appreciate any form of accolades I get right now. You know, I said, being enough artists we know what's after me, and not
we don't know them there.
Their own right now. So I really do appreciate the love constantly and the support, and for all of the people who always DM me with them inspirational thoughts. Thanks. I really do appreciate it, and I really do read all of them. I read every single one of them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to every media houses that still support me. Shout out to Bangology. Shout out Mr. Bang and the whole family, the whole team. Mountain View, Winard, Rockford. You know what I'm saying? The whole East Side. We have that luck. Shout out to my kids. All of my kids. I have some son. Actually, I have some real son. I read a DJ and I rap on them something and sing on them something. So shout out to them too. So hear about them. And just follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok. You really should check out my TikTok. It was really funny. Everything else, the real Miss Alex, TheRealMrLEXX. Y'all follow me, alright? Hit me up, please. Thanks. Peace.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Palmer, aka Mr. X. I want to shout out to my friend Miss Chin, and I want to big up all of my brethren and Beanie and everybody else that is watching this program. It has been a great 20-25 minutes sitting with the icon. Thank you very much for watching Bangology Television and Radio. See you next time, because guess what? You never know who might be passing by. A big store says so.
Keep it locked, Bangology. Yes!